Hi everybody. This is sort of funny to explain because I'm actually recording this audio after I've done the video. I ever so dutifully did a recording, and when I went to produce it, it was completely mute. And lazy bugger that I am, I briefly considered putting up a silent movie, but I'm like, I can't do that to them. Plus, they'll probably watch 5 seconds and quit it. So, anyway, if things seem a little disjointed, it's because I am watching this video while talking about it. Anyway, I shall try to be a good narrator here and talk about what I just recorded. Anyway. It was a good day for the Bears today. We have here the topping pattern on the ES. The ES had been down as much as like 25 plus points. It's up about 2.5 points right now. I'm recording this after hours. It's the Tuesday afternoon. But we had a nice topping pattern and we fell hard. And that horizontal line really, for me, is the demarcation between the topping pattern and what I think the retracement will be. I've currently positioned with 88, count them, 88 different little short positions, nothing large, and then I've got two kind of big long positions as not only a hedge but also a helpful indicator for me as to when to get out. I think that we could be in for a bounce that could last 1, 2, 3 days. I don't really know, but about 15 to 20 ES points or so. You'll see from the various index charts that I show throughout the course of this, they all kind of share in common the potential to push back toward that breakdown level. What's up next here? See, I do these things and hardly remember what I record. Oh, yes, here is the euro. Very important. We broke that red trend line, which is great news because that line, breaking that line is just another step toward my goal in about a year or a little more of getting to 1.11 on the Euro USD cross rate. Backing here to a 1-year daily chart, you'll see the whole of that trend line and how it broke it with the prior session, that is the prior 24 hours. That is very, very important. The push we saw last week turns out to be a great shorting opportunity for the euro. The excitement that this whole Greek bailout thing is going to come through really just provided another great opportunity to short, and that was echoed with miners and metals today. You guys know how obsessed I've been with the prospect of the miners and the potential for this as a shorting vehicle. And I've got a couple of longs right now to balance out all my shorts. I've got USO as well as XME. XME is very similar in behavior to GDX, but I think that it works for me a little bit cleaner in terms of a bounce play because the point to which I think it'll retrace, which I think if I can read this is about 51.5, makes a lot of sense. If we bounced up toward that area, I would obviously, A, sell it and take my profits on the long, and B, get a lot more interested in looking at my dozens of other prospective short positions. It's been a long time since I've been holding triple digits of shorts. I know that that's an area of humor for some folks, but not for me. It's how I roll. But this is a very, very pretty chart. We had the breakdown of the trend line. We had the topping formation with that 5150 neckline. And then we had the break sharply yesterday and then extended it today, which made for a beautiful drop. 200 plus points on the Indu. But to me, watching the metals is a very, very helpful guide to the market as a whole. USO is a little bit of a different creature. This is a large inverted head and shoulders pattern. I guess I'm open to holding this for longer than XME. You can see the shoulder, head, shoulder, and then up here the breakout and the retracement. I think I got a pretty good price on this one. So if we see strength in the euro, or if some political news comes out to push crude oil higher, that would be all it takes to send this rocking. Looking here at my index lists for other interesting tidbits to share. I mentioned the Indu earlier, this 200-point drop. Let's bring that up. We broke beneath that horizontal line, and more importantly than that, we also broke beneath that ascending trend line shown in red. I believe that getting this to push about 100 points higher or so would lay the groundwork for another even better shorting opportunity. You know, naturally, when I saw the ES this morning, I wished that I was 200% short instead of 65% short. But you know, joking aside, I would be more comfortable getting aggressively short if we were to retrace to all these horizontal lines that are popping up. The market is getting very, very technically friendly. The murkiness that we've been suffering through for so long, I think, is behind us. And at the moment, I'm having a lot more fun trading the market because I can see things more clearly, and things are behaving closer to really, you know, my predictions. And it's not just a matter of going down. I mean, if things do move up some this week, that will just amplify my comfort with this market and its direction. Because I naturally, since I'm holding those 88 shorts, I believe in the further prospects for greater drops, but I got them at such good prices, I can live with myself on those. As far as the Russell 2000, this one is just a beauty. I love this chart. We had for precisely a month this range. It began in February 2nd, and it ended on March 2nd. And so for that 1 month span of time, we were confined within about a 25-point range on the Russell 2000, and it broke hard yesterday and continued, actually a couple of days ago, then it continued nicely today. And what I would love to see, actually, and just to really drive the point home, look at this trend line. This is one of those beautiful trend lines I can, in my memory. Day after day after day, it just kissed the underside of it, but never violated it. And I think that this upper and lower trend lines that are shown on the screen here are terribly important. And what I would like to see is a bounce back to the lower portion of that range. I don't know if we'll get as high as that. Maybe it'll just close that gap. Maybe it'll get all the way back to that horizontal blue line that you see. We'll have to watch the Indu and the GDX and the XME for signs of confluence. But that is the kind of retracement which would be wonderful to short into, if we can end a sentence with a preposition. I think that we've got a fantastic setup coming up here. The only big economic report coming out, of course, is the jobs report Friday morning. Who knows? Maybe a lift prior to that report would be a great setup, and the jobs report will send things tumbling. That would be clean. Anyway, this wasn't too bad. I've never done this audio track thing before, but that worked out. I will produce it now, and listen, 2 for the price of 1. That's what I'm